Hello everyone, I hope you all had an incredible week. In this video I'll be showing you the best mods of the week in Baldur's Gate 3, showing off the latest and greatest mods to grace the in-game mod manager, and we got some hot ones here today. So I just first want to highlight the Transmogrification mod, because not a lot of people even know this mod exists with only 2,000 downloads, and this is one of the mods that I've been seeing a lot of requests for in my comments. This allows you to change the appearance of items, and I'll give a little demonstration of this after I show off some of the mods. There's a number of them that came out this week that I think are fantastic, but this one is a huge mod. We also got ourselves a melee-focused sorcerer subclass, some vintage guns that look awesome and fit the artificer class well. We got new armor, new shields, and uncontrollable summons, and much more, which we'll be breaking down in this video. But I first just wanted to show off the Transmogrification Lite, because this definitely deserves more downloads. What is Transmogrification, you may ask? So this is the act of changing the appearance of items. So we can make the Helldust gloves. You can make any gloves have the effects of the Helldust gloves. In addition, we can also drop them down. If we don't even want to use gloves, we can also just have them here, take this transmogrify spell that we got, and we can go and take the appearance. If we don't have any items equipped, we're gonna actually we go take the stats. So if you don't have any items equipped, it'll take the stats and create an item here that doesn't have any appearance. So you can actually make it so if you just wanted to have whatever type of outfit without a cloak, you can actually just do it this way. So another example, we'll drop the cloak here, and we'll give ourselves a cloak effects without having the ugly appearance of it, which is just awesome. So this works for a variety of different equipment here. So if we wanted to, let's say, take one of the armor pieces and give ourselves a different value for it. So we have the armor of supreme defense, and we want to make it look like the Wave Mother's robe. We're just going to drop this down on the ground, and then we have this robe on, and we'll take this, go take appearance, click it on that, and now our robe of defense now looks like the Wave Mother's robe. So you can see there it's transmogrified, and it'll have all the effects of the item with a different appearance. This is an awesome mod. I'm so happy that we got this in the in-game console mod manager. This mod was made by Worldwalker 42. It's still in beta, so they're working to get this to a full release, and then eventually get this onto console, and have a feeling that they would expedite this mod to console. So if you're watching as a console player, this will likely come soon once it's finished. It does have to get finished first, but this is super exciting because this adds a whole new layer to the game. I know a lot of people love transmogrification mods, and here it is now in Baldur's Gate 3. But we also got some other really cool things like the vintage firearms. So this mod's made by Skirby. You'd probably know Skirby. They've made a ton of fantastic mods. Like you got yourself the plasma weapons, dark set mod, steampunk rifle, which recently made its way to console as well, and much more. But in Baldur's Gate 3, we now have ourselves some more guns, and I'll be showing off the full arsenal here. They got a firearms rack with a bunch of different weapons. So we got ourselves a flintlock pistol. They all come with their own unique effects as well. So you can see there, we now got ourselves a nice gun on our hip. You can also do it so that you can dual wield some of these weapons, because they are listed as hand crossbows. So you can pop out the dual pistols. This is perfect for if you're doing like a Glockstarian build. But yeah, this is great. So more guns, the better. The models for these guns look awesome too. Like just to give you guys an example of what we're working with, you can see here they just look awesome. So that's the flintlock pistol. They're also quite strong, so 1d6 plus your strength modifier or dexterity modifier for damage. And when hit, you get momentum for 2 turns. On critical hit, the target becomes ruptured. This weapon ignores resistances to piercing and always critical hits against objects. And as it levels up, it gets different effects. So you get your piercing shot, you get range attacks, multi-shot, a fatal barrage, which does a lot of damage. So it's cool. It's got different abilities as you level up. And some of the other weapons here. So we got ourselves like the Mauser pistol. So it's a little tiny gun here. This one, it doesn't look like something from Baldur's Gate 3, but hey, everyone likes to roleplay. I have in one of my playthroughs, I use the M1911 guns on Astarion that I play on stream. So it's fun. I like the looks of these guns. We also got ourselves the Pepper Box pistol. So another nice cool gun here, and it's a little bit shorter. This one would fit perfectly as an artificer, so that's a solid gun to choose. Short snub nose looking pistol. We got revolvers. This is awesome. Again, the more guns the better. These just look awesome. And then we also have repeating rifles, which are light crossbows, so you two-hand them. And the mechanic, or the way you hold it, is a little bit off, but yeah, you got it on your back there. It looks cool. And you pulled the gun. The way you hold it looks decent. So we'll just fire this gun off. Yeah, it's got a cool attack. It sends the targets reeling. You got a repelling shot, so you can knock them back. But yeah, I feel bad for Chihiro, sorry. But yeah, the gun looks awesome. And again, these vintage firearms back by Skirby, check it out. It just got released and updated an hour ago, so this is very fresh. And also, I guess I'll show off the Gake Skin Knight armor. I was having a bit of an issue with getting this to appear, but it adds the Gith Yankee loot trade list for more immersive. It adds it also to the Nautiloid chest, untested from my end right now. I feel like this does work properly. I have some issues with some mods appearing in my armor chest, but yeah, look at this. This looks amazing. So this reminds me of some Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic type armor. It just looks awesome. So yeah, go check that out. Great for Lae'zel. And I also got the shield mod here. So 8 shields, and this adds a few different shields to the game. So to give an idea of what they look like, you got the Knight Marshal's Aegis. So I guess I won't be able to equip that without having a sword on, so I'll just put a little sword in my hand and then go with the shield here. And yeah, big honking shield. I also have the mod that puts my shields on my back at all times, so I always will have this here. But it looks cool, and if we get into a fight, yeah, you got this big giant shield. It feels not really out of place, but there's no other shields in the game like this. So we also have this shield here. It's got a little bit of an overgrown appearance to it. And then the shield of the dancer as well, which adds a bit of extra damage and additional armor class to your character. But yeah, these look awesome. I'm always a fan of more weapon mods, and this shield just looks so awesome. Just look at this dancer on the back. So yeah, I'm a big fan. More shields is always a good thing, in my opinion. But this mod was made by 8s here, and yeah, it's a great mod. But next I'll show off the Devil Soul Sorcerer, the Dervish Duelist. It's a mouthful, but this mod is made by Shadow of Radiance, and this is a sorcerer subclass, and it's focused on fire damage. And you also get the Devilish Duelist bind, so this binds your packed weapon. This is a good class for Will if you don't want Will to be a warlock. I like the warlock, but I prefer sorcerers, so this is better. You get more spell slots this way. It also gives you riposte, which is an awesome attack whenever someone misses you with an attack. Superior dark vision, and resistance to fire damage, only taking half damage from it. So yeah, it's pretty good. And I'll show off some of the other benefits that you get with this class. This is great if you like a Spellblade type build, because you get to attack multiple times with this, and all the benefits of a sorcerer. So you get your meta magics and all the cool things that come with the bonus action spells. As we level up, we're going to get some more effects here. So I guess I'll show those off as we get to them. We get the cantrip extra attack, so you can make a free attack after making an unarmed cantrip or weapon attack. You may only cast a cantrip per turn using this feature. Cantrips can be cast first or second, and if you gain the attack from another feature, you don't get it with this. So that's pretty cool, giving you the option of spell casting with the ability to also attack afterwards. We also get the action Magic Slash, so focus your attack on a distant foe and strike them through the weave. And it uses a sorcery point. And you also got Hell has his claws. Hell. Yeah. So your Devil's Ancestry grants you resistance to the power of the Hell. So 2 sorcery points. So I'll show off what that looks like in a moment here. This one's fun, especially if you like to play kind of the hybrid classes. I'm a big fan. I like spell casting, but I like to have my options. All out of spell slots, but not out of shell shots. So yeah, there's a lot of things in this class for everyone, because a little bit of spell casting. The sorcerer at the end of the day is one of the best spell casters in terms of damage, because they can cast 2 spells per turn. But as you continue to level up, you get more and more effects, and we'll get our other class capstone in level 11 in just a second here. So subclass feature Devil's Entitlement. You regain all your sorcery points after a long or short rest. Normally you get them back after long rest, but after a short rest, that's huge. This incentivizes you to obviously cast a lot of spells, use up your sorcery points, and just get blasting with as much as you can, because if they come back after short rest, you don't gotta worry. But the Magic Slash there adds necrotic damage, and you can strike them through the weave, so you can just teleport around to I guess you'll attack from a distance there, doing a main hand damage from range. And you also got the Hell has his claws, which you can do Immolating Gaze, Hell Crawler, Rays of Fire and the elemental weapon Fire. So all the benefits you'd get from the Hellwalker or the Hellfire armor. So you also get Burning Blade, so you can immolate your blade with a Phoenix Wing and strike a foe with its blazing steel. So this lights your weapon on fire and your shield and deals additional fire damage. That's your level 3 ability. So pretty cool. You can bind your weapon, makes it magical. And yeah, this actually will stack if you take the if you were to take the Warlock and do a level 20 multi-class, it will stack. So that's cool. And Eldritch Blast will also stack. So it's just a nice little extra benefit of that. Again, this mod is made by Shadow of the Radiance, and some cool effects with it. Yeah, big fan of this. So yeah, I just had to highlight this one. This one came out a couple days ago, 2 days ago. Uncontrollable summons. As the name implies, it makes it so that your summons just act on their own. You don't have to control them. So this is great. There is the AI features mod that came to the Cheater's Ring, and that's now live. But this mod by Odin's 3Zs makes it so that they won't attack. Like it works, says it works like Danse Macabre here, but it won't attack your teammates. They'll only attack enemies. So that's really good. I think this is great because normally when you summon zombies, they're just going to attack on their own. And sometimes it's annoying to make your team act on their own. So this can be a nice, for some people. I like to roll with the genie from Planar Ally and have it do Thunderwave to knock people around. So that's my personal preference, but this can speed up the gameplay for some that use a lot of summons. We also got ourselves this cool looking Moonblade here. So this does piercing damage. When you hit a target with an attack, you do additional 2d6 of force damage. Whenever you hit with an attack roll. You also get elves and half elves who equip this weapon can cast Corlin's Fire once per combat. Improved critical hit. So it's a nice looking weapon. You also get the Corlin's Fire, which is basically just fairy fire, but this is cool. Made by Shinra 528. Unfortunately, to get it into the tutorial chest, you do have to download a secondary mod. So yeah, that's why I won't be showcasing it in this video, but it does look really nice. So to talk about that there. We also got ourselves the Frostbound race mod. So this adds a new race mod to the game, and made by Atlas here. The Frostbound series of terrible events. This one storm addicts tried, ended up trapped in an inhospitable frozen landscape. So pretty cool custom race icon. One set of blue metal wrapped horns for male and females, and also you get cold immunity, vulnerable to fire damage, frostwalk. You don't slip on ice, which is awesome. Summon page. Your soul is bound to a lifelong partner, the ice spider, so you can summon in this ice spider here. And at level 9 you can reduce their size so they can fit into normal places, and you get frost charge. Gain a level 6, cast the more advanced spells learned from the page. So you get like chilling cone, ice breath, ice shard, and it scales up as you level up. And this is a really well done race mod, so I just want to highlight this one because some race mods do have like the benefits like the base game, but this goes above and beyond it. You get these cool horns, you get some cool spells, ice cold, and you get a summon with it. And you got these frost charges here, which can empower your other abilities like the ice shard, ice breath, chilling cone, reduce, and you got like Oluk's freezing spear, and then also an ice wall. So yeah, it's a little bit overpowered, but hey, that's all right. We also got ourselves the Treasure Goblins loot add-on. So this funny picture here. If you haven't used the Treasure Goblins mod just yet, I recommend it. It adds little goblins to the game that you can fight and get treasure from. If you've played other games of Treasure Goblins, you know the deal. But when you take them out, they're going to have a lot of loot, like a bunch of items, spells, healing potions. It makes the game fun. This mod was made by Gabe Camo Mescro. And yeah, it's just so cool to add these new features. I really like the mods that add new enemies to the game and new items in different places. So this is perfect. It adds both. More enemies to fight, that give you awesome loot. So yeah, and then this mod is a little bit older, but this mod just got released this week, or actually today, and this adds even more items to it. So items that can only be found on summon creatures and Leviatar's Caress. So yeah, just a nice add-on. I also just want to talk about this mod, but we got ourselves some awesome mods this week in Baldur's Gate 3. Big shields, guns, new classes, and much more. So let me know your favorite thing, our favorite mod in Baldur's Gate 3. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and you can also join the Discord. Links in the description. I'll see you all in the next video, and thanks so much for watching.